All right, so I wanted to go over this trade. It's right here. I gave a gold setup, and yeah, it ended up. Well, you're gonna see what it ended up doing. So this is what I was looking for. So you see aggressive buying off of this demand zone, right? I always look when I see structures being broke, even this high being up. All these aggressive buy-ins that's taking out these wick highs. These got taken out, these got taken out, these got taken out, and it came up. And you had how many candles? Let me see. You got one. I'll start right there because it one, two, three, four. So you have four aggressive candles, which most likely on the higher time frame look like that, right? So it's really one, two 15-minute candles that were aggressively pushing away from an area that looked like it was trying to push off and go down, right? So it took forever to come back. Look how many candles it took to come back to this area. You have, let's count them: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 8. It took 19 candles for an aggressive 15-minute candle from a breaker structure. That's screaming buy. So what end up happening is you got a nice little rejection, beautiful rejection off that zone. So we're looking for the entry to be somewhere right there, right? That's what I was looking for. I gave it out in the Discord, right? So you're gonna long it right here, and then stops below zone. And we were trying to just go for a quick little 1 to 2 or whatever the case is, right? So what ends up happening is this is repetition. You want to continue keeping your trade simple with repetition and no emotions. Just just do it once you see it, right? So this is what happened. Let's put it on 1 minute and let's see how that candle breaks. So we're waiting the candle. Now notice, see, look at that right there. What I want you to notice is we're already, that's why we take the break a candle, live break a candle, because it literally breaks those candles and gives you like somewhat of an engulfing type candle. So you're already in profit instantly when you take these setups, right? And then you see right here the volume is green. So that means that the bank got in this demand setup, right? So this is what happened. It came down a little bit. I think my stop loss was a little bit below there. Uh, let's see. Let's make this faster. Does that make it fast? All right. So it came up, and at this point we're just waiting, right? Because initially, right here, it's like somewhere I'm probably doing it wrong. There's like a halfway point where we want to lock in profit every time mechanically. You want to start getting to a point where you locking in profit. For some reason, when you do this early, you'll be in profit more, better. And then when you want to fix it where you do something differently later on, when you already in profit, then you could do something different. But right now, we're trying to lock profit in. That's we want to lock profit in early and as quick as possible. Now look at that move right there. It spiked a little bit, right? Let me pause this real quick. See that spike? But look at the volume. The volume shows you that on the side of gold, right? Against the dollar, the market got into that move right there. Especially right here, taking out that low. So if anyone's stop loss was right there, they got taken out. So liquidity got taken out on the demand zone. That's why it spiked up like that, right? So at this point, we've locked our stop loss up here. All right, let me put it right there. So our stop loss is locked in. We're somewhere, around a point. That's probably like point 0.8, point 0.9, whatever the case is, right? And all we want to do is come to these highs. So watch what happens. This is a perfect example of you want to just take the runner. Let the market tell you when it's going to take you out. So all you need to do is just trail. Have a trailing system and let the market take you out as you trail. Not you coming up with some magic area that you're going to get out at. Now, obviously, I got this area right here, which is the high that I want to ultimately get out of. However, I already protected my account. It's protected. I'm in profit. Regardless of what happens, I'm in profit. So watch this. It goes up and it like, I mean a hair away. Look at that. So it tagged me out. So I'm out of that trade. Look, how many pips is this? One, what was that like? 10 or 20 pips away from hitting that take profit. That's why I say a lot of times they don't even come and hit these take profits that we be coming up with. The market ain't got to do nothing that we want it to do. You know what I'm saying? So when you get out of that mindset that I want the market to do this and get into the mindset of I'm going to take my setup and as it goes in my direction, I'm a trail and I'm a trail and trail and trail until it takes me out. Those are two different mindsets. And actually, like thinking in retrospect, the other mindset of I'm gonna just take profit right here. That mindset is cool. However, you lose more because the market don't have to go up there. So I already took my it already took me out, so I'm okay. You got to be okay with it getting taken out right here. You can always get back in if it comes back down to demand. But at the end of the day, we're trying to make money. We're trying to have a system. We're trying to do it in a way where we consistently growing our account or you consistently slowly passing your prop firm account. Y'all be rushing too much. That rushing, all that rushing and stuff is showing what type of spirit is on you. Y'all need to slow it down. So we're out of that trade. You can see it right here. You got this. There's the entry. You got that. And then you have that. And this is the result. We're out. If you just keep it simple like this, take your time. You ain't in no rush. I know y'all trying to get out of these jobs and stuff like that, but if you try to rush to get out of your job, you're going to be right at square one every time. Have some patience. Because the market, the way I look at it, the market is set up to long term. I'm not talking short term. The market is set up long term to reward the patient. So if the market is set up to reward the patient, the person that's patiently in the system, what do you think is going to reward the person that's being impatient? You guessed it, blown accounts. You're going to be one of them, what do you call them people? Them boom and busters. That's what we call. 1 second I'm up 7%. Now I'm down 8%. And you know what that does to your mind? It messes with your psychology. So once your psychology get messed up, do you really think you're gonna keep your, your trading plan, or are you gonna go into fight or flight mode and start being a gambler? You get what I'm saying? The market does not reward gamblers. The market doesn't reward people that want to go outside their system. The market is specifically designed. These candles that you're looking at, yeah, they call it psychology. This is spirits you're looking at. You're looking at spiritual candles. Somebody's idea based off of the spirit they in. So won't you be patient with it? You be patient with it, you'll be able to see what you need to see, and you'll be able to take the trades automatically with lower risks and pass these prop firm accounts. But I'm yapping too much. I'm getting off of this. I just wanted to show y'all why we took this setup. So until next time, I will see y'all tomorrow. We'll be trading around maybe 7:30. 7:30 New York session. All right, peace.